Hello everyone and welcome to another history video. So today we're taking a look at Stormscale Belcher deck in history format. So this deck comes from Lapis. They have posted this deck in my Discord and I decided to check it out, and turns out the deck is so busted that I could easily combo on turn 2 or 3 and just kind of win the game almost immediately. Multiple times, not just once, maybe like 3 or 4 times, I have won the game on turn 2. So the turn 2 combo goes like this. If you go Strike It Rich on turn 1 or Pyrotic Ritual on turn 2 into Jessica's Will, depending on how many cards in opponent's hand, you can go straight into Goblin Charbelcher and just win the game immediately, or you can go into Stormscale Scion and also win the game. But let's say if the Jessica's Will doesn't give you 6 or 7 mana, you can go into Ironcrag Feat, which gives you exactly enough mana to cast the Belcher and win the game by activating the card, or you can just go into Stormscale Scion, also generating a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. So the deck is just absolutely busted, and I believe this card over here, Jessica's Will, is kind of the reason why the deck is overly busted. And I believe this is probably the card that's going to get banned in Historic, just because it's not only enabling this kind of deck, but it's also enabling Ruby Storm into comboing way too early. So Jessica's Will is probably gonna get banned. But the good news is, even if the Jessica's Will gets banned, I still think this deck will function. It's just gonna be a turn slower. Same with the Ruby Storm as well. But the fact that the deck can combo so early, you can probably take this deck into Timeless and still be able to win, as long as you add some Vexing Baubles or Hexing Squelcher. And that probably gives you an idea of how busted the combo can be. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some History Press of 3 to show you guys what the deck does. So let's hop on over. Right, let's take a look at this deck today. Pinnacle Monk. Alrighty. I'll just play this tapped. We need a land. Okay, so we're playing against this kind of deck. I really need a land next turn. So we'll see. I might actually Manamorphous to see if I can draw a land. And then Orm's Chant if they play something. Okay, it's an Emery. Emery's fine. Maybe I do the Manamorphous thing next turn. It would be really nice if I can draw land. Ironcrag's Feat. It'd be really nice if I can draw land next turn. Okay, here it is. We need to draw a land here. And I can go Manamorphous, Jessica's Will, Ironcrag Feat, Stormscale Scion. Come on. Okay, we can still do it. Come on. Land. Land me here. Okay, that's good. And then add 7, you can cast only 1 more spell this turn. So we're gonna go into Stormscale Scion, but we're doing it just because it gives you a storm count. So we play this, make bunch of dudes, and we pass. Now we just need 2 of these creatures to get in there and win the game. Alright, Pinnacle Emissary. Good card. Into another one. Another good card. It's a good start. It's a good start from opponent there. Okay. Alright. Meltdown. Fragment Reality. I don't think I need Orim's Chant. Tajik is probably not that great against them. I can see myself having a Rest in Peace, actually. But, like, it's probably just better to have Meltdown and Fragment Reality instead, is what I'm thinking. Maybe I reluctantly go down on Manamorphous, and yeah, let's do that. Because, Manamorphous isn't, like, a true ritual, right? So, I think that's correct. Exile target non-token artifact creature. Okay, so I think I'm just going to Fragment Reality opponent's land. Alrighty. What a card! Alright. So the Pentaprism... Okay, hold up. Ritual, 2, 3... And then play the Charbelcher? I think that's still good enough. Is it not? Well, are we playing against the same deck here? Are we playing against the same deck here? We actually might be. I didn't know this was actually that popular, but here we are. Hieratic Ritual. Jeska's Will. So that's 18 damage. So if I shock here, I die, basically. So I need to somehow pop off here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to. Okay, we also got a Stormscale Scion, but we don't have a Jeska's Will to kind of like get more mana, so we need to like top deck something. You know what? That is actually going to do it. What does they spend? You can only cast one more spell, so we can go Charbelcher and opponent's face. Okay, so I only saw this deck because of a Lapis who posted the deck in my Discord. I didn't know this was actually a deck that was popular enough to face a mirror. But, you know, as you know, arena matchmaking does kind of pair you up against similar decks. Even in ranked recently. Like, I've been saying it a lot, but it does feel like they kind of changed something. Yeah, I mean, that worked out better than expected. Tajik. How are we feeling about the Tajik? Do I want to try it? Maybe I do. So we got an Ironcrag Feat. Yeah, I think we try this hand. It's a little bit slow. Like we don't have a Pyretic Ritual for the or the Strike It Rich on turn 1 or 2. But we have the cards to win the game. So leadership. The question is, do I play the Prism here? I feel like I do. Wow, they played this card. So they can, like, technically win next turn? So they discarded the Orim's Chant. Could mean that they have a... Like, I could theoretically die here, like, if they, like, storm off. We'll see. So they're gonna go for that play. I don't have any basics, so we decline, obviously. So opponent has 4 cards. Play this. Shock this. I have 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Iron Crag Feet. I think we can Stormscale Scion, right? Like, it's not gonna be the craziest. I think still good enough, right? I'll play the land. Maybe I should have actually held on to this. Double the power. Okay. Oh no, the hand is so good if it's not 3 white lands. I mean, surely we're gonna draw a red land. Okay. No Thought Seizes. Pyretic Ritual, Jessica's Will, Stormscale Scion. I think that's the plan here. It's still, like, pretty decent. You know, it's not bad, right? 18 damage. If they shock, they die, so they can't shock. Alright, we're gonna add 4 copies of Leyline Sanctity. I probably want some Rest in Peace this match. What do we take out? Maybe Manamorphose? Yeah, let's just take out Manamorphose and... I feel like I need Strike It Rich. But something's gotta go, right? Especially I'm going second. Maybe... Oh man, this is actually kind of tough. Okay, fine, I'll take out Strike It Rich. Also, I might want to go up to 4 cups of Rest in Peace. Maybe. Okay. So turn to Tajik. I could have definitely mulliganed to late line. That's the thing I could have done. I think the best card that they can take is actually a Razor Grass Ambush. because that's my only white source. Seems like they have a surgical. I think that's what they're aiming for. But they didn't do it. Yep, they didn't do it. Baragoyf comes out. Oh, a Stormscale Scion, so I can go Pyretic Ritual, Stormscale Scion, Pyretic Ritual, Ironcrag Feet, Stormscale Scion. That's 3 creatures on the board. Is it that great? Maybe it is, actually. Okay, there you go. Wait, what? Wrong format, opponent? I mean, the thing is, like... because they're gonna have counter spells, right? How do we win? How do we win? Oh, I played the wrong card. I think it's still fine. Okay, opponent took the bait. Can't counter storms. Yoink. Apparently they can. Very random that they have Tishana's Tidebinder there. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Okay, Worm's Chant was a very good draw, by the way. Of course, they could have another Tishana's Tidebinder, so I actually probably have to activate it on opponent's turn. Yeah, if they have it, it does kind of suck. No, they don't. So I should just activate it, right? Unless they play Stifle. Okay, so Orim's Chant, fantastic card. We're playing against the Giga. All in counter everything kind of deck. Which is bad. Which is very bad. I'll take out Strike It Rich. Give that a go. Alright, we have an Orim's Chant. Maybe I should have actually played the Legion leadership first. Thinking about it. Yeah, that was actually a mistake. No lands. That's actually humongous for me. So get some counter spells out of the way, if they have it. Getting a spell pierce out of the way is actually pretty good because of the Orim's Chant. Like, since they can have like Orim's, like spell pierce, counter spell. I guess I just keep ramping. Okay, so they get to see my deck and hand at the same time. So they're gonna realize what we're gonna be doing in a few turns. Since they see Orim's Chant here. I might just go Stormscale Scion next turn. So I'll play the Pented Prism first, and I'll Orim's Chant. Now Orim's Chant, if opponent counters, I'll play the Stormscale Scion. Okay, it sticks. It's a lot of dragons. Usually, like these kind of cards, like Test of Talents, can become very, very clunky in the deck. So, yeah. Okay, that's a mulligan. This could be a keep. Two, three, and then play the... Okay, looks like this is gonna be a fast Goblin Charbelcher. This is so stupid. Yoink! I mean, who thought it was a good idea to put Jessica's Will legal in historic format? Like, it's just... What were they thinking, right? What were they thinking? I think that's it. Something like that. I think they're gonna start with like a Thought Seizes and stuff like that, but oh, never mind. Maybe there is a chance. Wait, they still have a Snuff Out. But why? So play the rest in peace, and opponent's gonna be surprised. Pikachu face. Fable, that's a good card. Okay, we have a lot of mana. We have a lot of mana here. We just need to get to our... You know, cards to play. We need cards to play with this, a lot of mana. Opponent actually drew very well, by the way. They drew actually very well here. They drew no Jar Souls, no Goyves, 2 Fables. They probably play like 2 or 3 copies of Fables in their deck. I'm thinking if I should do this. I shouldn't, because if I draw a Stormscale Scion, I would need this Pented Prism, right? Because I have 2, I have 3, 4, 5, and then Shock and 6. I can actually do this, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Not like this. I think we lost if I don't get like a Stormscale Scion or a Goblin Charbulcher next turn. Come on, top deck. Stormscale Scion or Belcher. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, last turn. Oh! I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough, though. Yeah, it's not enough. Oh no. Oh no, it's not enough. So, looks like they still win. I would need to top deck a Belcher. Even then, that's not enough. Nah, they win next turn. Even if I top deck a Belcher, I can't win, right? Yeah. Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They can make 15. So I die no matter what, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead no matter what, so I'll just attack. Yep, we're dead. Wait. Opponent? You didn't reflection up Kikijiki, blah blah blah. Maybe they've never played with the Kikijiki before? That doesn't work. Okay, opponent just never played with Kikijiki. I think that's it's acceptable. It's just knowledge. It's an old card. By now it's Kamigawa's old, right? Like if they net decked and it's their first time playing with the Jund, there's a good chance opponent just never had that interaction come up, since they're only playing 2 copies of it. All right. Okay, we have a lot of mana. We can't play the Tajik still, which greatly saddens me. Why would you do that? Could have saved it for Tajik, but you wasted it on some random card. Opponent's very sad right now. They're like, my fragment reality! No! Oh. Well, that's definitely concerning, I would say. Ow. Maybe I could have actually killed a Vein Ripper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I take 4 damage here, right? Darn, I have to use a Jessica's Will. In case I have to play the Belcher. Oh no. Create a duplicate, put it into your hand. Okay, I get a lifelink. I get a fat lifelink. So I go to 8. Whenever a player attacks with 3 or more creatures, you draw a card. Whenever a creature attacks with 5 or more creatures, it deals 3 damage. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. What if I attack here? I can't block this because of the menace anyways. Okay, no need to think. Bum bum bum. In case I get a Scion, I guess I play that. So this has 4 damage. I don't think I can die. Close game. Close game. Wow. Impressive. They actually got there.
The blood is the life.
Opponent actually managed to get there. Impressive. Orm's Chant out. Strike it, Rich out. And cut a Manamorphose. 1 lander, that's a mulligan. 2 lander, 3 lander. Wait, why did they bring Relic of Progenitus? Oh, they play Ketramos. They play Ketramos. Alright, Ketramos comes out. I think I will... Wait, this only gives me 3. It's still fine, right? It's alright. It's 18 damage. Okay, that's good enough. Am I not supposed to cut Manamorphose? It's only good with the Stormscale Scion, that's the thing. It's not good with the Belcher. I think I just go. Try that again. One lander again. Happened twice in a single match. 24 lands. Also, we haven't seen a Leyline of Sanctity every time we put it in. Another big yikes. Speaking of a Leyline, you're supposed to show up on turn 1, please. High noon. Back to back. Huh? I mean, that just makes no sense, doesn't it? That just don't make sense. I mean, sure, you can have, like, fragment reality and stuff like that, but still, I don't know. I don't agree with that. Okay, one fragment reality gone. They could have more. I think I'm just looking for lands, right? Any lands? Come on, 24 land deck? Is it so difficult? Alright. One land off the top. We haven't seen a land in four draws here. Hello? So 5 draws, no land? Thinking we're gonna see a land here? Probably? Okay, we finally see a land. I don't need to shock, since I have a priority after casting this, even if it's a reprieve. Okay. Alright, GG's. It's a mulligan. Alright. Maybe I should have actually ditched the Strike It Rich for a land. Since I can't actually play the Strike It Rich on turn 1, thinking about it. Yeah, that's probably a mistake. Yeah, that's probably a mistake. Mistakes were made. Okay, it's an aura deck. Pesky, pesky aura deck. I might just all in on game 1 I think that's fair, right? They're also missing a land. Let's just all in game 1. Since they also don't have a light paw, so let's just all in game 1. Ooh, lucky! They had a Shelter by the Ghost in hand and they just drew a Sacred Foundry. Kept the one under too. Maybe we have a chance. Oh, what? Darn. Ay, ay, ay. I should have won last game. It should have been me. I should have won. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played a Pented Prism. Yeah, actually, I made a mistake, right? I shouldn't have played the Pented Prism. Maybe it's a fragment reality. That is annoying. It's kind of cool. But I'm going second this time. Well, at least I have a Fragment Reality, but doesn't look good for our boy here. Oh, land was bad for me. I needed that just cause. Oh. So Metamorphosis. Play a land. Just cause will. I have exactly 6. Oh boy. All right. So, we took a look at Lepis's Stormscale Belcher deck today. Fairly surprised. I thought it was gonna be more janky, but it's not jank at all because this card is broken. This card probably doesn't belong in Historic. It's a little bit too powerful. Like the fact that you can just go Pyretic Ritual into Jessica's Will or Strike It Rich into Jessica's Will on turn 2. It's not fair, right? It's not fair, especially like if you go first and opponent didn't mulligan. You can just easily get to your like 7 mana or 6 mana into your Scion or Belcher. This is just not fair. Obviously, the current Historic, like we got like bunch of Strixhaven injections from the Mystical Archive side of things. And this actually happened before in the last Strixhaven's Mystical Archive. We got like things like Time Warp Band, Memory Lapse, Brainstorm. There were a lot of things broken there and they got banned. And I believe this is probably going to also get banned in Historic as well. Like I said, it's just too fast, too consistent. We went 11-2, you know, only losing to, I would say, only losing to our own deck. Honestly, like I just had too much mana to spend on, except that I just didn't draw our Scion or Charbelcher. Like that's the only problem this deck had. So yeah, I do think Jessica's Will is a bit too broken. This deck, on the other hand, compared to the Ruby Storm, this one has a little bit more angle you can attack with. Like you have the Tajik against like fair decks. You also have Stormscale Scion. Like if they expect the Charbelcher and that they're holding on to something like Force of Negation, right? You can hit them with a Stormscale Scion and then you get a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. So you got like a different angle you can attack with, which is really cool. So I do expect this Jessica's Will is probably gonna get banned in the future. I don't know when, but currently Historic is a mess. Historic is a mess. We have Jessica's Will. We have things like Calling the Weak, winning on turn 1 or 2. Historic is a little bit of a mess at the moment. For the sake of the health of the format, I think this one's gonna get banned just because you can do some like degenerate turn 1 and 2 stuff. It does require more effort to combo, but in best of 1, people don't care. They are going to mulligan their entire hand away just to get the combo. So that's what I mean by like the health of the format. Like if those kind of decks become popular because they're spamming these turn 1 and turn 2 wins, along with these kind of decks, plus the Ruby Storm that's also abusing Jessica's Will. So that's what I mean by the health of the format. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.